Hi and welcome back to Normski TV. Looking at the game tonight, Arsenal against Rapid Vienna, or Rapid Vienna against Arsenal. We're obviously away to them. I believe kickoff time is around about 6 o'clock, 5 to 6, 6 o'clock, around about that time this evening. And yeah, we have our first game in Europe, in the Europa League. Thursday night football, here we come. And yeah, Mikel Arteta has done his press conference as well, and just a couple of things in there what he spoke about, and he spoke about Mustafi sort of coming back to fitness and is a possible starter, and he looked at some other players that are travelling, the likes of Willock, Nelson. These are players that are travelling, but a lot of the press conference was really focused on Mesut Ozil, so they didn't really talk too much about the game and in terms of who's going to be playing the selection. Mikel Arteta did come out and say like he didn't want to talk about it. You'll see come the evening when the team is revealed. But he's taken a squad of 21 players out there. And I will talk about our predicted lineup and predicted score, what sort of formation he's likely to play. Hopefully Thomas Partey will be playing tonight as well. Needs to get some minutes. We have a game coming on Sunday against Leicester, Sunday evening. So we really want to make sure we have a good result in Austria. Don't know too much about Rapid Vienna. I'm not going to lie. But I feel hopefully with the team that we're going to put out there tonight, we'll have enough to beat them. I know they're having fans back as well. And I say fans, I think around about 3,000 fans will be allowed in. We won't have no away fans going to the game, but at least there will be some kind of atmosphere. So looking forward to that game tonight. But just want to just quickly address, before we sort of talk about the game tonight and who I'd like to see in the side. Obviously, news coming out with Mesut Ozil on his Twitter. He hasn't been picked for the Europa League squad, and he's also hasn't been picked for the Premier League squad, and he's obviously reacted to that in a Twitter, and he's written it on his official Twitter page, whether it was him or his PR team. He always seems to do it. It looks like Ozil's probably played his last game for Arsenal. I can't really see any way back, and I suppose the question I would probably put in there, put it in the comments. Do you think that this is it for Ozil? Is it finished? We talk about creativity, and I've had several conversations with friends, and a lot of them are saying that we need that creative spark, and Ozil would be the one to do that. What do you think? Because I think the way Mikel Arteta is setting out his side, Ozil doesn't fit in there, and he doesn't fit into the system, the style of play, and we don't want to be carrying passengers. So this is one of the things. Yes, he's technically a good player, but is he going to fit the system? We want a player that's going to be able to do everything. Run for the ball, work hard for the ball, work hard for the team, and that doesn't seem to be what Arteta has seen in Ozil. Even though his last game, I said, was against West Ham, where he set up a goal for either Aubameyang or Lacazette. So that was his last contribution, his last assist for the team. But the guy is on £350,000 a week, as we all know, and he came out, as I said, with an emotional post on his social media thing, and I'm just gonna kind of just read it. I don't want to I'm just gonna read it quote for quote, and he's just basically said that. I'm gonna read it here. It says, "This is a difficult message to write to the Arsenal fans that I've played for over the past few years. I'm really deeply disappointed by the fact that I've not been registered for the Premier League season for the time being. Upon signing my new contract in 2018, I pledged my loyalty and allegiance to the club that I love, Arsenal, and it saddens me that is not being reciprocated. As I've just found out, loyalty is hard to come by nowadays. I've always tried to remain positive from week to week that there's maybe a chance to get back in the squad soon again. That's why I've kept silent so far. Before the coronavirus break, I was really happy with development under our new coach, Mikel Arteta. We've been on a positive way, and I would say my performances were on a really good level. But then things changed again, and I was not longer allowed to play football for Arsenal. What else can I say? London still feels like home. I still have many good friends in this team, and I still feel a strong connection with the fans of this club. No matter what, I will keep fighting for my chance and not let my 8th season at Arsenal end like this, with some prayer emojis. Because I can promise you that this is a hard decision and this won't change anything in my mindset. I will continue to train as best as I can and wherever possible use my voice against inhumanity and for justice. And I believe he's probably talking about the situation in China. And if we all were to get rid of him and to go to China, I don't think that's going to happen because he's literally gone down in their estimation. And so it is. He is gone. Or he's going to be a goner. Will he ever play for Arsenal again? That is the question I'm asking you. Will he ever play for Arsenal again? And I mean, Mikel Arteta in his press conference did come out and say, look, he feels that he's been quite open with all players, including Mesut Ozil. The dialogue has always been open and clear. And that, unfortunately, there are going to be some players that are going to be let down. He mentioned Socrates. These are some players that are going to be let down. Even William Saliba to a point, but he was saying that obviously with his situation, I don't know if it was a registration of why he was not included in the Europa League, but I do believe that William Saliba will be possibly making it later on in the sort of like knockout stages. And as I said, there's a chance that Ozil could then get picked come after January. But I really don't see this happen. I do really think that this is his last games. He's digging his heels in. He says he ain't going to give up. The guy did mention about loyalty, that he felt that there was his loyalty. He pledged his loyalty, and he just felt that that loyalty is hard to come by. Now, whether it's not about you, Ozil, being you might have a big name, have followers and stuff like that, but it's not about that. Arteta, has watched you play. And maybe at the time when he came in, you was probably at a good level. But then as time has progressed, he's watched you in training, and he just does believe that, you're at the level, and consistent level, to make it into the first team. And he's had to make this hard decision. He himself has said, I had to make this hard decision. He doesn't feel happy about it. He feels bad about it. That he's had to come to that. I suppose what Arteta was saying is that, could he have done more to maybe get his levels up? But look, it's down to the player. And it is what it is. And so, this obviously seemed to have dominated the pre-match press conference. And so we don't know. Will Mesut ever play for Arsenal again? That's my question to you. Put it in the chat or in the comments, shall I say. Will he ever play for Arsenal again? We are crying out for a creative player, and that's something that Arteta is going to have to sort out, because I do find that in a lot of our games we are too negative. We give teams too much respect, and I'm talking about all teams now, not even the top team. I'm talking about all teams. There's no creative spark in the team, and we need to look at ways in which we've got good players. We have got good players that can be creative. The likes of Saka, the likes of Sabalas, But I think it's just the way Arteta's setting out the team, and the chopping and changing. and you know we seem to play in just one set way, and it's that whole fluidity of the ball coming out really slow at the back. I was watching Ajax yesterday, and I love the way they play football, total football from the back. The goalkeeper, I mean, the goalkeeper could be another outfield player. The way he just pings the ball and at ease, it finds the players like they're comfortable in the ball, and this is something that I don't know whether our Arsenal players are comfortable in the ball. I mean, there's a couple of players like Gabriel who's comfortable in the ball. I know William Saliba from games that I've watched in when he was playing in France, very comfortable in the ball. You know, even Danny Ceballos is comfortable in the ball. You know what I mean? Saka, but you know we've got to get back to the old Arsenal in terms of the passing and the quick pace at which we play at. And I'm longing to see that, and we really need to step up. When I watched, as I said, when I watched Ajax in Liverpool yesterday, the speed at which they were playing and the passing out the back, finding the players, and you know, is something that I dream Arsenal can get back to, and hopefully we will do that. Obviously, we got this game coming up this evening, where we will be playing Rapid Vienna, and you know, looking at who is taking a 21-man squad out to Austria, and you know, I'm just trying to think, right, what will be my predicted lineup? You know what I mean? You know, he may rest the likes of Leno, you know, Tierney, Bellerin, possibly Lacazette. I think Lacazette has travelled. He may well rest, obviously, Aubameyang, Saka. You know, who else is there? Ceballos, I know, has got a slight knock to his ankle, so he won't feature tonight. Willian as well, and obviously we've got Rob Holding, who's going to be out for 3 to 4 weeks with an hamstring, possibly longer, strain. So he's looking like he's going to miss out on a few games in the next few weeks and months. So you know, the team that I would go with, you know, that didn't really feature lots of the players that didn't feature weekend gone against Man City is the likes of let's take, for instance, the goalkeeper Ronison, who's played for Dijon team in the French league. Maybe there's a chance for him to get his first run out. So I would have Ronison, you know, in the back for Leno. I don't know whether they're going to go with Matt Macy as the backup keeper, or they'll probably just bring Leno out there as the backup keeper. And then does he go with a back four and play a 4-3-3 system? If he does go with a back four, I mean, and I will probably go with a back four. So who would I have in the back four? You talked about Mustafi coming back to fitness. Not too sure about Pablo Mari. I think he's still recovering in training, but still recovering. Chambers as well, same thing as well, on the way to recovery. But Mustafi, he did say he's back to full fitness and he's ready to be picked. So let's go. Back four. I would go, I mean, Cedric Suarez, I mean, I would probably go with Cedric Suarez on the right, with Mustafi and Luiz as the centre-back pairing. And I would go with Maitland-Niles on the left of the back four. I mean, this could revert to a what we call, no, could it revert to a 3-4? I don't know. Okay, I'm still going to go with Maitland-Niles. I know he's not a natural left back, but I think he's better than Kolasinac, and I think Kolasinac has travelled as well. So at the back, Cedric Suarez, Mustafi, David Luiz, and Maitland-Niles, yeah. And then in the middle of the park, now El Nene, Partey, definitely, and Willock as the midfield pairing. I don't think Granit Xhaka is going to travel, so you know it will probably be there. He may probably bring a couple of the under 23 players along as well. So if there is, you've got Emil Smith Rowe. As a matter of fact, you know what? No, I'll go with El Nene, Partey, and Smith Rowe. Take Willock out because I think Smith Rowe is more creative, and I think Partey and El Nene could, not could do a job. I know Partey can do a job, and I'll take Willock out. So I would go with El Nene, Partey, and Smith Rowe, and then up front. I'll start off with Nketiah down the middle, Pepe on the right, and Nelson on the left. That's what I would go with as a starting 11. Let me know what you think. Is this team strong enough to go to Rapid Vienna and get a result? As I said, I don't really know too much about them. I've not really done any sort of insight on them and that, so I can't really tell. I think from tonight, watching the game, if Partey, please start him because he needs the minutes. And let's see what he can do. In terms of the result, I'll go with a 2-1 to Arsenal. Let's get off to a good, positive start. I mean, if we could score more goals, then brilliant. But I'm going to go with a 2-1 to Arsenal. So let me just say it again. Team for tonight. Runnison in goal. We have Cedric Suarez on the right. Mustafi and Luiz in the middle, centre pairing. With Ainsley Maitland-Niles on the left of that. El Nene, Partey and Smith Rowe. Up front, the front three, Pepe on the right, Nketiah on the left. Sorry, Nketiah down the middle, and Nelson on the left. That will be my team selection for tonight, and I'm going with a 2-1 win to the Arsenal. And hopefully, players that have been rested, come the weekend where we play Leicester, because I know Leicester are also involved in Europa League tonight as well, or tomorrow. Yeah, tonight. So we'll see what happens. And we need to get a good result here. And come the weekend, Sunday, we need to get a good result against Leicester, followed by Man United away, who is now starting to find a bit of form. So, guys, we really need to get going. So that's my thoughts on tonight's game. And look, we're back in Europe, and thanks to Uber, who scored those goals. We won the penalty shootout against Chelsea, and we have ended up back in Europe, which is fantastic news. Was it a penalty shootout? I can't remember now, but I know we won the FA Cup, and no, it wasn't a penalty shootout. We actually beat Chelsea 2-1, I think it was, and so we've now made it back into Europe by the back door. So yeah, let's go for it tonight, lads. Show us proud. Partey, come on, please, Arteta, pick him tonight, and let's see us get a good result against Rapid Vienna. Listen, this is the end of my review. Hopefully, we'll have a review of the game and player ratings, and we'll see how we go. Hopefully, it'll be good news, and we'll see where we go from there. Listen, take care. Please like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.